stop walking. I know that sounds dramatic. But if you are over 65 and walking is your only form of exercise, you may actually be speeding up muscle loss instead of slowing it down. Here is why after age 60, the body goes through something called anabolic resistance, where your muscles aren't as responsive to lighter activities. Research in the Journal of Physiology in 2016 demonstrated that older adults can lose 1 to 2% of their muscle mass every year, even if they stay active. That is why I meet so many seniors who tell me the same thing. I walk every day and I eat healthy, but getting off the couch still feels harder. Climbing stairs is challenging. Recovering from a small fall takes longer. It is not their fault. It is biology. Walking is great for your heart, but it is simply not enough to maintain muscle strength as you age. What your body really needs now isn't more steps. It is targeted movements that turn your muscles, joints, and nervous system back on and remind them, we still need you. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 simple science-backed, Japanese-inspired exercises that help rebuild strength, improve balance, and take less than 10 minutes a day. No equipment, no gym, no complicated routines. If you are ready to take back your strength, comment, I am not slowing down. I read every single one. Exercise 1, the invisible chair. This may look like a simple leg movement, but it's actually a strong indicator of long-term independence. It's a controlled isometric squat inspired by traditional Japanese kagami, tachi techniques that focus on calm, steady strength built through stillness. But the real power lies in the science. Lower body strength, especially in the thighs and glutes, is closely connected to how independently you can live after age 70. The National Institute on Aging even reports that needing your hands to rise from a chair is an early sign of frailty. Isometric holds like this one fire up your neuromuscular system more effectively than many moving exercises. They help retrain fast twitch muscle fibers, the ones responsible for catching yourself, staying steady, and preventing falls. Unlike walking, this exercise forces your hips, knees, ankles, and core to work together, strengthening the connection between your brain and muscles. It is also a reflection of a Japanese principle: small daily actions done with intention can create powerful long-term change. One slow squat might not seem important today, but repeated consistently, it builds strength at the deepest level. And even more importantly, it builds confidence. The kind that tells you, I can get up, I can move without fear, I am still strong. Here is how: stand in front of a sturdy chair or wall with your feet shoulder-width apart. Slowly push your hips back as if you are about to sit down. Stop 1 to 2 inches above the seat and hold for 5 seconds. You should feel your thighs working and your core tightening. Push through your heels to return to standing. Start with 5 repetitions, each held for 5 seconds. Rest when you need to. Work up to 3 sets, 3 times a week. If your knees are sensitive, add a cushion to the chair. Or don't squat as low. The goal isn't depth, it is consistency. 1 rep today turns into confidence tomorrow. Exercise 2. The counter push-up, inspired by Japanese Shinkata form. Upper body strength isn't just about lifting objects. It's your body's natural safety system. It helps you catch yourself, push yourself up from the floor, and maintain control during unexpected movements. That's why this exercise becomes essential after 65. Wall push-ups are often too easy to stimulate real strength gains, but counter push-ups provide just the right amount of resistance. They fire up your chest, shoulders, triceps, and core without putting unnecessary pressure on sensitive joints. According to the American College of Sports Medicine, resistance training of the upper body leads to great improvements in posture, superior mobility, and a reduced risk of falls in older adults. And there is something else many people don't realize. After 60, we don't just lose muscle. We lose neuromuscular coordination. That means the brain and muscles stop talking to each other as efficiently. This exercise helps rebuild that connection. The push-up pattern helps retrain the communication between your brain and muscles, so that everyday tasks, such as getting out of bed, opening a door, or steadying yourself, feel easier, safer, and more automatic. In Japanese movement philosophy, strength is regarded with elegance. Shinkata, or refined form, is all about slow, intentional movement. So this isn't just a push-up, it is a small daily ritual of respect to your body. A reminder every time you move that there is deeper meaning within. It is not about how many repetitions one can do. It is reconnecting with your body in a way that says, I am still capable, I am still here, I still matter. That is the real strength you are rebuilding, one controlled press at a time. To do it, stand with your body facing a solid kitchen counter or other hip-high surface. Set your hands flat on the edge, shoulder width apart. Step your feet back 1 to 2 feet until your body is in a gentle diagonal line. Slowly bend your elbows to lower your chest toward the counter over 2 to 3 seconds. Then, press back up smoothly to the starting position. Start with 8 to 10 repetitions. Rest, then repeat for 2 to 3 sets depending on how you feel. Aim to do this 3 times a week if it feels too easy. Step further back in order to up the resistance. If it feels too hard, step closer. Keep control, breathe smoothly, and focus on clean form. This exercise isn't about pushing hard, but rather about purposeful pushing. Exercise 3. Step back lunge with chair support. Inspired by Japanese Ushiro balance training. This single move can completely alter how your body responds to a sudden shift in balance. It may look like a simple step back lunge, but it strengthens something most of us overlook. The body's ability to recover when we're thrown off balance. For adults over 65, that skill isn't optional, it is life-saving. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reports that falls are the leading cause of injury, related deaths in older Americans, and most of those falls happen backward or sideways, not forward. What that means is that most exercises only move you forward, walking, climbing stairs, biking, but backward stepping strengthens the posterior chain. Your glutes, hamstrings, calves, and deep stabilizers. Even more important, it improves proprioception, your brain's ability to sense where your body is in space and react instantly. This is why high-level balance programs, including those in Japanese longevity regions, include slow backward stepping practices. These are led by a principle called Ushiro ni Susumu, moving backward to move forward. It's not about powering through the motion. The idea is to teach your nervous system how to adapt, recover, and stay ready. The step-back lunge improves your stability, your ability to shift weight safely, and your confidence in your footing. When repeated regularly, it trains your body to handle sudden movements, like tripping or needing to pivot quickly. Emotionally, the exercise carries its own message. Even when I take a step back, I'm still in control. And that mindset, calm, centered, steady, may be the most important strength you build this year. Here is how. Stand tall next to a sturdy chair or countertop. Place one hand lightly on it for balance. Take a large step backward with your right foot, keeping your torso upright and your core engaged. Lower your body slightly by bending the front knee. Lift your back heel. Hold the position for 1 to 2 seconds, then push through your front foot to return to standing. Switch legs and repeat. Start with 6 repetitions per leg, rest, and complete 2 rounds. Perform this exercise 2 to 3 times per week. For a modification, lower only as low as feels comfortable. You don't need the deep range of motion. It is control and slow movement that matter, properly executed. This exercise trains your body to catch itself before a fall ever happens. Practical advice for seniors. And a note on who should avoid these exercises. Do not start any workout without listening to your body and healthcare provider. These movements are designed to be gentle and safe for most adults over 65, but no exercise is one size fits all. You should avoid these or modify them. If you've recently had a joint replacement, major surgery, severe arthritis flare-ups, dizziness, or problems with your balance, or if recovering from a stroke or neurological condition without medical clearance. If any of that applies to you, first speak with a physical therapist, since they will be able to direct you towards safe and personalized modifications. For everyone else, here are a few important reminders. Use support when you need it. A chair, a counter, or a wall isn't a weakness. It is a tool. Start small. Even 1 or 2 careful repetitions can build momentum over time. Focus on form instead of speed. Slow, controlled movement challenges your brain just as much as your muscles. Remember, mild discomfort is normal, but pain is not. These exercises aren't about forcing your body harder. They're about teaching it to move smarter. Most importantly, keep your mindset gentle. You are not behind. You are rebuilding. Every controlled step you take today becomes confidence tomorrow. Strength after 65 is not about heavy weights or joining a gym. It is instead about showing up for yourself in small ways, consistent ways that eventually become something powerful. The exercises you have learned in the last 3 pages look simple to the naked eye, however. They are indeed born out of very real science and decades of research. They do challenge your body and your brain. They help restore neuromuscular coordination that could protect you when life throws something unexpected your way. And they remind your muscles that you still need them. In Japanese longevity culture, there is a concept called ikigai. Your reason to rise in the morning movement, when done with intention, becomes part of that purpose. It's not only physical, it's emotional. It's a quiet promise to yourself that says, I care about my body. I care about staying independent. I'm not done yet. Maybe you haven't exercised in years. Perhaps you have fallen before, and the fear still lingers. That is okay. Start with 1 rep, 1 gentle squat, 1 mindful push, 1 steady step back, because movement is how we reclaim our strength. And with it, our confidence, our freedom, and our joy. I want to invite you now to leave a comment below. I took the first step. It may seem like a small thing, but it means something big. And yes, I read every single one. Before you go, let me encourage you to continue your exploration. On your screen right now, you'll see more exercises inspired by Japanese longevity practices that have helped millions of older adults stay strong, steady, and independent. They're simple, they're powerful. And one of them, in particular, may be the missing piece your body's been waiting for. Take your time, click through, see which one speaks to you. You don't have to be fast. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to begin. And here is something important. Yet there is one rarely taught, almost forgotten, movement that could dramatically improve balance and strength in adults over 65. It is simple, but its power can change a life. But we will come to that in the following video. For now, remember this: you are stronger than you think.